Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my 5 simple steps to making powerful drops. And all you have to do to make sure this tutorial is as effective as possible for you is watch the entire video from beginning to end, and I guarantee that if you do that, your drops will become at least 20% better. And with that being said, 20% gang, let me see you guys in the comments and let's jump into this video. Alright guys, so this is 5 simple steps to making powerful drops, and this is what we're starting out with. So this is the buildup of the little song here. Alright, so step number 1 is to establish a skeleton with drums. Drums hold the entire drop together and they make building the drop terribly easy. So let's get a nice beat out there with our kick and our snare. A little tip about snares is that they hold a lot of weight in a drop, so be very picky about the size of your snare and the sound of it. The snare I'm using I got on splice.com, and it's just a little layer here. And it's a clap snare here, and then we have a kick, which is actually my self-made kick mixed with the Chariot kick. So let's go ahead and get this done. We're gonna do half time snares, and then I'm just gonna put these snares out a few bars, and I'm gonna have kicks hitting every like that. And that's it. Very, very simple rhythm, but at least we got it out of the way. The kick sounds nice, and the snare sounds nice, and it sounds like this. Very, very simple. Step 2 is to lay your bass out. Your bass is everything. A weak bass will equal a weak drop. A strong bass will equal a strong drop. So when you're laying out the bass, a couple things to keep in mind is that it should be very deep, and that your sub bass frequency range should be in between 40 and 80 hertz on the EQ, and that will ensure the strongest possible sound. So when I'm making bass, I like to grab my chords. And I'm just gonna grab the bottom notes of the chords. By the way, the chords of this song are F sharp, A flat, and E flat. So let's go ahead and drop this bass down here. I have a preset here. All the presets I'm using are from my preset pack called Orbital, which you can check out in the description below. I have a free version of Orbital, which is Visionary, and that's in the description below as well. Try it out, and if you like it, go cop it. So I'm using bass lean sub 808 from Orbital. So you could see that all of these notes are hitting at 80 hertz, and that's not low enough for me. That's not going to be a nice bass, and some of them are actually hitting at 100. That's definitely not low enough. So we're going to drop that down, and let's go ahead and fit this 808 bass line in with the kick. So what I do is I show the kick. Every kick is going to have a bass note. And then, just for fun, okay guys, step 3 is to establish your lead right now. If you do anything else before the lead's done, you're going to have the hardest time making your drop sound full. I don't know why this is, but if I don't have a lead done and I just make too much stuff before I'm done the lead, I have the hardest time making my drop sound full, and it just becomes a whole nightmare. So let's go ahead and drop a lead. I'm going to use Lead Nebula from Orbital. Bend up to this one here. I know it sounds boring right now, but at the end it'll sound really, really nice. What I always do with my melodies, I say it a million times on this channel, is I just make sure I close the end of the melody so that it doesn't get repetitive. So I'm going to do something like this for now. I may edit this later. I know some of you are probably thinking this is never going to be powerful, but just keep watching because I promise you it absolutely will be. Step number 4 is just beautiful chords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piano, I'm going to get a more aggressive instrument. Now this is where the aggression is going to build. You can't make a powerful drop with a mellow instrument like a soft piano like I have in there already. If I'm going to get rid of that soft piano, I'm actually going to copy the chords and I'm going to lay it down onto a basic EDM pad. And that is too high. So I'm going to add a little break here. Right where that first snare is, and then also gonna do the same thing for the second half there. Okay guys, so this is what we have before we jump on to the final step, and that's when things are gonna get really interesting. Okay guys, so now that our melodies are all done and our bass is written out, now we can have fun, add some glitchiness, do all the ear candy stuff to add movement. So our goal here is to add movement. These are some loud instruments, and whenever you add movement to loud instruments, it just gets really crazy and hectic to listen to, and it's just super fun and exciting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a couple different LFO tools here. I'm gonna add Nicky Romero's Kickstart and Shaperbox, Volume Shaper, and then I'm also going to sidechain. So I have 3 things causing a bunch of movement, and you're gonna see what that sounds like. So let's go ahead and slide some automation over that I took care of earlier. And if we look at this automation, there's just a ton of stuff going on that's automating the wobbles that you're about to hear. So let's go ahead and listen to this. And so what you're hearing is you're hearing me automate the length of the sidechain. So if we open Nicky Romero's Kickstart, you can watch these numbers change as the speed of the wobbles change. And you can see it even turned off and on. That's because one of the automations turns it off so that all the wobbles completely stop. So if you want to edit the speed of wobbles over the duration of your drop, that will add a ton of movement and a ton of excitement. People love wobbles. You can't go wrong with them. And I also have another set of wobbles on top of that one. So it's not just, and I actually learned this from listening to a lot of Flume. You don't need to just have one LFO making wobbles. You could have a couple different plugins doing the wobbles. And then just to put the icing on the cake, I have some vocal chops. And it just makes it sound so nice. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to learn more about sound design, melody making, chord writing, and pretty much every other element of music production, come join me in my EDM Bootcamp. The EDM Bootcamp is not just a self-paced course that you could take at your own leisure, but it is also a back-end mastermind group where you could get unlimited feedback and guidance on your music from not only me, but my team as well as the rest of the members of the community. And so if that's something you're interested in, I left a link for you in the description so you could check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.